I think there's more talented management than people realize in industrials and materials. And again, I think the cyclicality of the end markets tends to obscure the talent of the management teams sometimes. One company I have a lot of history with that I've admired for a long time is United Technologies. I'm not saying I do or that I don't own it. I'm just saying I admire the management team there. I've known the CFO, Greg Hayes, for a long time. And when I look at some of the things he's done, I think they're really underappreciated, though perhaps more now than they were in the past. But for instance, when he made the acquisition of Goodrich in aerospace, and I should say he and Louis, because Louis Chenevert is the CEO. So when UTX made the acquisition of Goodrich in aerospace, people were skeptical of the price they paid. But it was such a great strategic fit. And then what I admired on the CFO side was the way they financed it, right? Because they took advantage of very low debt financing rates, and they weren't afraid to lever up a little bit to do this transaction. And I think it's already paid huge dividends for shareholders. And I think you're right that those types of decisions by management, over time, they really build a lot of shareholder value. And UTX certainly has a tradition of that. And if you think about change, one company where people used to not like management, where I think now they really do, is Honeywell. Right? And if you look at Dave Cote, who's the CEO, when he first came into Honeywell, the company was in bad shape. It had invested for years. And I think what he said is, we're going to right the ship here. We're going to reinvest in the company. It's going to take a few years. Investors, you're going to need to give me time. I think he's proven that out. And I think now that company is really humming along at a tremendous pace, right? And they have so much potential. And I think there's a lot of confidence in Dave Cote out there among investors.